Hey, welcome back to the garage. And what we're doing today is we're working on the RS again, but we're swapping out that exhaust. We're going to swap out the original end can and this, I don't know, secondary, what you call it, secondary silencer. So the cat, some people are thinking this is the cat. It's not. The cat is right under here, just behind there. So you got one silencer, two silencers, and it's going to be replaced by this Austin Racing GP1. This wasn't the one I was originally looking at. I was looking at the black V3, but I saw this on one of the Triumph RS pages on Facebook. Somebody was selling it, brand spanking new, never fitted, so I got myself a bargain. So let's waffle and let's get it fitted. And the exhaust valve cover. So now we have to undo these cables and detach them from the can. And these are 10mm. Not sure if I need to remove this little shield, but I'm gonna. Two clamps, one above, one below fitting. That's the silencer bit, or one of them. Right, now what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to disconnect the quick shifter and then undo the sprocket cover to be able to get to the servo bolts, because I don't know if you can see right down there where my finger is. There's one, and the other two are right at the top here and down below through the spring to get them undone. So let's get on with it. You have a small retaining ring just on the top of here. Yeah, I'll try and focus. And then that should, a little bit of force, just pop out. So leave that to one side. Yes! Right, I've only started recording again and doing the servo, because this is not the easiest of things to get to. I'll use my magnet. My head's probably getting in the way of this shot here, but there we go. Alright, that's the servo loose. Now trying to get it out by the spring. Okay, so we got those bolts out, which were not the easiest. Now I'm going to try. Well, I've undone the, you can't see it up here, the connector. No, I've undone cable tie. Right, I forgot to press start again because I'm too busy trying to get that white clip, trying to get that disconnected. So in the meantime, I come away from it and I took this secondary silencer off. Forgot to record it, but it was quite straightforward. You undo this bolt here, which is a bracket onto it, and then just through there is a main bolt that holds it on, and then it just slides off. This is my nemesis at the minute, this servo delete. Finally, one servo motor removed, and it was all down to stopping me was the little secondary lock on the connector. I'll show you what I mean. So here's the connector here, and there's this little white lock. I needed to go from the other side with a screwdriver, flick that little connector up. I've chewed it up a little bit there. Not the best. As soon as I flicked that off, and then it came straight out. You can leave this case on, or if you want to take that off, you're going to have to remove the foot peg hangers, undo the subframe for this big bracket behind there. You got a tiny little screw down here, and then some more right behind here. Unless you want it completely removed, you can leave that housing there. And then once the once the servo is disconnected, it just slips straight down. Bit of a ball ache when you don't know what you're doing. Right, now that's out, let's get the eliminator fitted and actually get the exhaust on. So here's the servo eliminator. It just plugs on there. Never had to use one of these before, and potentially you wouldn't have to use one on this really, because you could disconnect it, undo it, just disconnect these cables and let the servo still spin and do its thing behind there, because that's what I did on my Z1000. Just undo the cables, remove the cables, leave the servo in place, so the bike still thinks it's doing its job, and this will just spin and open, but obviously do nothing. That's potentially what I would have done if this wasn't already with the exhaust, because obviously I purchased the exhaust second hand. It's like a brand new unit, but the guy never fitted it. I mean, yeah, it's a weighty little bit of kit, but for God's sake, you're not going to save that much weight or notice it when you're riding. For a second, I didn't think it was going to fit, and so we need some way of securing that. It comes with some cable ties. We'll see. I'm going to leave that dangling for the moment. Let's get the pipe fitted. And now what we're doing now, we're just tightening up. I had a little bit of trouble trying to get the bracket on. There's like a double bracket. Let me show you. There's like a double bracket there, and the bolt was sitting in there like a retainer, but I couldn't align the bracket on the Austin Racing slip-on into that hole there, into that slot where the bolt was. So I've took the bolt out, I've took the nut out, threaded the new bolt that Austin Racing supply, and then threaded it on the outside. So I'm not totally sure if that's correct, but I just couldn't get this inside there. I'm sure you guys that have done it before I say no, you shouldn't have done it that way, should have done it this way, but that's the way I've done it. It's locked in place and that's the way it's staying. It's good clearance from the wheel and the swing arm. Right, so that's the can in place. And now putting this bracket back in place, and this bolts on to where the original black box bolted onto. And that is that. Complete waste of time me buying that hanger. What a waste of time that was. Right, the moment has come. Let's start it up. I don't think there's going to be an issue with the exhaust. There's just something telling me about the servo. Here we go. I think that might be too loud. So in the name of science, and it's been recommended to me to weigh these, I didn't think about it. Again, thank you, Cal. So the secondary silencer is coming out at 34.74. So that was 33.74. Now the servo motor, 0.495. Writing these down because I can't add. And now the silencer itself, 2.773. So that gives a grand total of 6 kilos, 642 grams saving. Put it into sport. Oh dearie me, this is loud. I might have to get a baffle. It sounds good, but I don't know about on long journeys. going on. Right. Well, at least the servo delete, what's it called, the Hilltech servo eliminator, so we've got no engine management lights on. That's the main thing. Well, the 360 is still on, so that's the main thing. Look at that, and listen to that. Yes, this is awesome. Number plate. Jesus. You see there's a screw hole there for a baffle. I think I might fit a baffle. What do you guys think? Should I put a baffle in it or not? It's been a while since I've driven the oh Jesus, I'm so excited. It's been a while since I've ridden the 1290, and so I can't remember how loud that was. I know the Acron there was loud, but yeah, I mean, I've got earplugs in, and that sounds loud to me through earplugs. Look at that bike. That bike really just set it off though. See the rear wheel, that black box delete at the bottom of it. Got a nice clearance there, like I said, between the swing arm, the little mudguard and the tyre. And as you see, we just bloody bottomed out down there. Awesome. Right, let's get back to it. There's a fucking bump again. Goodness. I hope you can hear those downshifts, the popping. The front wheel just went up a little bit there. I'll tell you what, I've lost, I used to wheelie my bikes in the past. I've lost my balls on wheeling, I really have. I mean, this has that 4-mode wheelie control, so you can't flip it. I've got it set in the second mode. So my friends, thank you for watching. Thank you for hearing me laughing like a schoolgirl. So yes, thank you for joining me on my little journey of swapping this exhaust and hearing it. Let me know what you think. I don't know how the sound is going to come through, but take care, ride safe.